but it's Spanish. 16 over there.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday. We're live at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. Zack Owen Show. Got another local business owner. Got a local musician that's going to be here to play in the 9 o'clock hour. We got a busy show. Kevin is here. Kevin, has the medal count changed at all in the Olympics?
No.
Anybody give anything back? Or
No, and they didn't give you would think in hockey they would give like every single person who was in there the medal and make that the count, but they didn't do that.
It.
No, they didn't.
Wow, I think that would count them individually.
I know, that's what I think. Yeah,
it's a
the
great
team
thing.
sports are worth more.
I saw a great line yesterday, and it said that there's a certain amount, 12, 15, 16 Democrats that have chosen not to attend the State of the Union message by President Trump. They're going to just not show up.
Okay.
They said, well, that's great. That'll just allow the U.S. hockey team to be there and have seats and be recognized.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea.
Yes.
You know? Mm-hmm. Ought to be good. All right, we got a busy show. Let's kick it off the way we do every morning with your Tuesday morning. A little chilly, not as chilly as yesterday morning. Have you seen the forecast for today?
It's going to be warmer.
A little
but
bit warmer?
Breezy, so.
Oh, yeah, today's that day. It's supposed to maybe up to 35 miles an hour.
It's supposed to kick up
Woo. You know, today's the day is not the day to go fly a kite. You probably lose it.
Yeah, or get taken away. If you want to like get away a little bit, go fly a kite to see what it takes you.
It also could be a fun day to go over near the Amazon plant and watch the drones going crazy. Like, wow.
Maybe Amazon needs some of the Olympic drone drivers.
Yeah, they might need that. You know what? I'm going to say this. Down the road, there could be Olympic drone competition in sight.
Oh, yeah?
Well, you never know how things change.
Right.
And in the future, with all this AI, no more humans. It's all robots doing Olympics. Who has the best robots? I'm afraid Japan might win everything on that level. Hey, look who's here. Ty's here. Ty Bankhead. How are you, buddy?
Good.
Good to see you.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
I think you overdressed for the show today. You look awfully nice.
People will tell you I either have work clothes on or these. It's one or the other.
So in other words, Kevin, he's not going to work today. He's just he clued us in right there.
Yeah.
I ain't working today. That's all he's going to say.
I made plans to take off. So.
There you go. I like that. Ty has it's Bankhead Sand and Gravel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Started in 1946 by my great granddad out of Gatesville, and then my great uncle had it, and then it kind of skipped to my dad, and he passed away 10 years ago, and I took over. So here we are. I've been blessed.
Do you think, and be honest now, Ty, I know it's terrible your father passed away, and it opened the door for you to take over, and we kind of chatted a little bit before we went on. Were you fully prepared to take over a business 10 years ago?
Absolutely not. I used to tell him how when I get this business, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And he'd step back and pat me on the back and go, yeah, sure, son. And so I tried all those ideas and they didn't work. So it has gotten better, but for a long time I found myself, all I could do is ask, Dad, what do I do now? You know, so I still do it, but it's gotten better.
It's got better.
Yeah.
You know, think back, 1946, right after World War II, and your grandfather, right? Great-grandfather. I wonder, I wish I could go back in time and take you with me, go back and see the difference in the business then and the business today. What do you think's different?
Oh, man.
Other than the trucks.
Well, one thing is they didn't have cell phones. So, you know, in the evening, great-grandmother, Mama Bank would take notes and take the names of people who needed gravel, and they dug the gravel off the Leon River on their own property. And so, you know, during the day, if something came up or somebody decided they didn't want that gravel or they need more, I mean, you know.
You gotta send smoke signals?
Yeah. So that would be a big major difference, is how we've came with technology and being able to communicate.
Who would have ever thought cell phones? You go cell phones, man. That is wild. All right. Well, Ty, we're going to talk more about the sand and gravel business and about the future. What are we going to look like in 10 years from now? What's it going to be like? So we'll do that. I think we're always going to need. We had a big conversation, Ty, the other day about, instead of our young people getting out of high school and going to college and getting a degree in something totally worthless and building up debt, get into something that you know is going to be around, and that's plumbers, electricians, people that work with sand and gravel. That's always going to be around. Get into a trade, you know?
I agree.
You know, so many people, I hate to say this, but so many young people today, and it's been going on, not just today, don't want to do that kind of work. They want to do this or that and this. And, man, I'm telling you, folks, the money, you can make a lot of money in a trade. Maybe a little bit more work, but you're going to have it's going to be around for a long time. So anyway, we'll talk more about that. We've got today in what's going on in country music history. We'll find out what happened. We've got birthdays a little bit later on. We'll find out what we celebrate today. And today is a very interesting day because there's a couple of things that kind of go together, which makes it even better.
Yeah.
And a topic that we've touched on for about a week now is in the what we celebrate today.
Awesome.
What else are we going to do? Oh, we'll do a little sports with Cam Stewart. We'll find out what's going on in country music today, not just in the past. What's happening around Waco, we'll do that. And today is What the Quote.
Yes.
Now, Ty, in a bit, Kevin is going to give us a quote that somebody said, a famous quote, and you and I have to guess what person said that quote. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. The only one that I've gotten so far was, "Here come the judge. Here come the judge." I said, Flip Wilson. Now, see, you didn't even know that one, did you?
No, I didn't. No,
Comedian
I didn't.
Flip Will. "Here come the judge." Do you remember that, Kevin?
No.
He Flip Wilson, comedian, very funny guy, had a character where he'd play the judge. "Here come the judge. Here come the judge." Anyway, just hit me just like that. So we got a busy show is what I'm trying to say. First of all, though, I want to talk to you about Elite Steel and Supply. My buddy over there, Gary and Tina Smith. Here come the metal people. Here come
There
the
you
metal. They do the fastest job turnaround, on job site delivery of the product as well. They're on the north side of Temple, front up to I-35. If you need metal for a barn-dominium, maybe put a metal roof on your home, build a carport, a work, kind of a warehouse, whatever you might need, remember my friends, locally owned, Gary and Tina Smith, Elite Steel and Supply. All right, commercial break time. We'll come back and we'll talk about country music right after this.
For over 2 decades, I've come to Allen Samuels shop, especially for trucks, because I've been very satisfied with the performance of those trucks. I think the strengths of Allen Samuels is obviously in their customer service and obviously taking care of your vehicle after the sale.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
All right, we're back live here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. We'll go over also when we talk about what's going on around Waco, we'll talk about the bands that are coming. They got some big names coming here. We got Pat Green. Who else we got coming up here? Didn't we just talk about the other day that Stony LaRue is coming back?
Yeah, I think
the
so.
end of the month of March.
Yeah.
But they got some great shows lined up here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. If you have a bar or a place that uses live music and you want us to mention stuff, send it in to me. Just text over to my number. Everybody's got my number. It's all over social media. It's written on the bathroom wall down at the Conoco station.
And why?
That reminds me, one of the
Did
funny,
you do it or did?
No, I didn't do it.
So one of your exes did it to get back at you?
I think it was an ex-wife that did that.
Yeah. For a bad time.
For
call.
a bad time.
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber, one of the best scenes is when he goes,
We're back to zero.
Jim Carrey goes into the restroom and he's reading, all right, for a good time, I'll be here this Wednesday. He goes, wow, that's right now. And about that time, that big guy walks in.
Yeah.
Oh, what a funny movie, Dumb and Dumber. All right, anyway, hey, speaking of that, not that Kevin's dumb
It's
or
fine.
dumber.
It's fine.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Kevin's going to tell us what's happening in country music news. What's up?
Yes. So the Brothers Osborne announced an 8-date June tour to mark their 10th anniversary. Unfortunately, they will be nowhere close to Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, nowhere. The Northeast and Colorado and things like that. So Luke Combs and his wife, Nicole, welcomed their third baby boy, Chet Wiley Combs, in mid-February.
Wow.
Announcing the news February 19th and 20th, they marked the occasion with a joint Instagram post stating that it was his due date and they had been enjoying newborn snuggles for a few weeks.
If it was a girl, they were going to name it Hair.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Hair
Combs. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I get it. You wouldn't know much about that, would you?
No.
No. Okay. Speaking of Luke Combs, his 6th studio album, The Way I Am, is set for release March 20th. The 22-song project, announced in early 2026, features tracks like Be By You, Sleepless in a Hotel Room, and a collaboration with Alison Krauss.
Oh, one of my
5 of the
favorites.
songs are available now on streaming for a preview, so you can check out kind of the vibe of what that will be like on your
I
streaming
like Luke
platform.
Combs.
Yeah.
I like his music.
Yep. He kind of bridges a gap between kind of new country and old country. And
He kind of reminds me, if you look at him or you watch him he kind of reminds me of the guy that would be standing at the bar and you just walk up to the bar beside him and he goes, hey, what's going on? Just kind of regular old guy.
Right.
Kind of like Ty.
Reminds me of Bryce Frazier we've had on a few times.
right.
He told us how he'd been confused for him a few times. So, but yeah, that's what's going on in country music.
Good deal. All right, we'll talk about what happened on this date in country music coming up in just a bit. Ty Bankhead's here. Where is the official home of the Sand and Gravel Company?
Byron, Texas.
That's it?
Yes, sir.
Byron, Texas. How many do you think people actually live in Byron, Texas?
I'd say 20 to 30.
Wow, that's more than I thought.
Yeah, that's including kids.
Is that right by the mall and the international airport?
Oh yeah, right
down
there.
there.
We fly right in.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Well, that's great. Now, you mentioned earlier, you said you got the gravel out of the Leon. Where do you get it now? Is there one place or multiple?
There's multiple pits around, in and around Waco. It depends on what you're wanting to do and
What
where
type
you're
of
at.
work? Okay, that leads me to the next question. Is there a different, I know there's a different in size. Is there a different in gravel in general?
Oh yeah. So traditional gravel was dug straight out of the ground and put onto your driveway. Now all the good stuff has basically been dug up, and so now I call it man-made, but it's blown up and ran through a crusher, and so and they screen it, and that's how you get we have crushed rock, crushed limestone.
Really?
Yes, sir.
So we're running out of really good earth-made gravel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Really?
Waco's been spoiled for many a year because we're able to get sand, gravel, rock, crushed rock. So a lot of the materials in and around Waco are actually trucked out of Waco, and has been for a long time.
Wow, I didn't know that. I remember as a kid, talking about and down in the river. My grandparents would take me over to Glen Rose to see the dinosaur, and we would walk through, and there's nothing like walking through a little stream with gravel, smooth, and you find these dinosaur prints and stuff. Have anything like that in Byron? No dinosaurs?
No, not yet. We haven't found anything yet.
Okay, all right. What is there to do? Do y'all go down to the big arcade in Byron on Saturday night?
Yeah, we haven't got one of those yet, but we sure like riding four-wheelers on back roads.
I bet you do. I bet that's a good place.
There's plenty of ponds and tanks to go fish. And
does Byron have its own school?
No, sir.
We go somewhere.
You can go to Mount Calm or you can go to Penelope.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do they play six-man over there?
Six-man. Yes, sir. My kids go to Penelope.
Nice. Good deal. I love little towns like that. That sounds like a lot of fun. You know what you should do? You should put on the Byron Sand and Gravel concert out in the middle of the field. Like Tim McGraw says, we're going to go out in the field, pull the tailgates down, and watch some big concert in Byron, by God, Texas.
Yeah.
It would probably hit,
I think it would.
and we'll have you host it.
I can MC this thing. Woo! I like that. Anyway, that's not in the future right now, folks. We're still in the process of thinking about this. Let's think about all the problems. How we get so many porta-johns to Byron, Texas. Anyway, we're talking about sand and gravel is what we're doing. We talk mostly about gravel in places that have concrete, cement, stuff like that. They still use a lot of gravel, or is it man-made?
It's man-made. What they typically do, places around Dallas is stuff, especially they're crushing the concrete from the demos.
Really?
So, and that's pretty much all you can get up there is crushed concrete. You're not gonna get
the real deal.
No, sir. No, sir.
Interesting. We're learning a lot of interesting things, Kevin, this morning. All right, sand. Do we still have plenty of sand around?
We do. We got plenty of sand. The topsoil is starting to run a little short. It's either too much clay or too much sand in it. So it's getting a little more scarce to get you some good topsoil for your yard. But
Yeah.
we're still okay right now.
Well, when Andrea built her new home, 7, 8 months, maybe the first summer that rolled around, it just seemed like the grass wasn't growing good. It was kind of packed down, and some spots would grow, some wouldn't. So I called this guy that's a landscaper. He knows everything, and he goes, well, what's happening? He says, these guys that build these houses, they say they're going to put the best dirt out there for you, but they put something good, but then they roll over it and pack it down so hard. He says, what you need have it aerated. And that's going to loosen it up, allow the water, the chemicals to get down below it. But so they're running out of that stuff, topsoil. Huh?
Right. So that's when I say it's got too much clay, you get too much clay, in it, and you roll over it and roll over it. Next thing you know, it bakes out like a cookie, and it's hard as concrete. And it comes a little bit deeper out of the ground, and there's less roots to even begin with.
Yeah.
So the higher up, the more roots you're going to have for it to take grass and take off.
Exactly. See, he explained it much better than I did.
Yep. Well, I mean, he is the expert.
He is the expert.
Yep.
That's right. So on sand, do you have one place particular that you go, or?
Not necessarily. I like to get as close as I can to the job site because you're paying me by the mile to haul it. So
okay.
I try to be easy on your pocket.
Is there, I know we talked about, is there a difference in gravel? Is there a difference in sand?
Yes, sir. There's sand that's been run through a wash plant, so it's clean sand, and that's typically what they're using for concrete. I call it wash sand. Nowadays they're calling it concrete sand. But it's kind of like it's close to like a beach sand. It's real clean.
Real clean?
No rocks in it,
Yeah.
And then it goes from there, what you're wanting to do. If you're wanting to do horse stalls, I've got a sand that I always recommend so that it stays clean, and when they do their business, it's not standing and nasty and soaks it up basically. So
Yeah.
and easy to clean.
That stuff that you go down to Lowe's or Home Depot and you buy a bag of sand, is that real sand?
Yes, sir, but you're paying a lot of money for a little bag.
A little bag?
Yeah, but I mean, if you only need a couple bags, that's okay. But if you need more, you're better off calling me and
Sure.
let's get something figured out
Yeah.
for you. Because about 4 or 5 to 10 bags of that, you could probably get a
Oh, yeah.
load.
Oh, yeah. I had back to my yard, and I said, I read the deal. Hey, spread some sand, level it out. And I went down and bought a couple of bags, and it was like, holy cow.
Yeah, yeah, they like it. They're proud of it, but
Yeah.
it is convenient. you
Yeah?
know.
Oh, well. All right, we're talking sand and gravel here on a, was it Tuesday already?
Tuesday, yep.
Tuesday, What the Quote. You got it all lined up and ready to
Yeah,
go? All right, we're going to
absolutely.
do that in just a minute. We'll do What the Quote. But right now, Ty, here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about what we celebrate today, other than sand and gravel. Have you ever seen a National Sand and Gravel Day?
I don't think so.
We should start one.
You going to
should.
get that in motion
Yep.
for me?
I think so. It could be a
And
federal
it should-
holiday.
It should be the same day as the concert. That you
know what?
Yeah. Now we're talking.
That's why we keep him around here.
Yeah, I see.
Big concert celebrating International Sand and Gravel
yes,
Day.
it'll come from all over the
world.
world. Yes.
I got another holiday to take off now.
There you go.
Make sure you pay your guys, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, here it is. Today is Tuesday. Today is February 24th. Only 4 days left in the month of February. Today is National Chili Lovers Day. Again, a week ago, yesterday, we had Bobby and Todd first. Todd won the big championship in Terlingua recently. He and both of them are excellent chili cookers, and they win all the time, different places. And some great chili was brought in. They
I got
brought
a
some.
question.
Yes.
Do you eat beans in your chili or
No.
Okay.
And that's what we ask him, because born and raised in Texas, it's always no beans in chili in Texas. I asked him, a guy that is a really good competition,
A Texas
And
chili expert. Yes.
what did he say?
He said no beans because
There you
he's
go.
a Texas chili expert. I fixed my Midwest chili this
He puts
earlier
beans
today.
in his,
and
but he's not from Texas.
no,
so.
no. We did beans and we did a little bit of spaghetti noodle in there, and there
See,
you
he
go.
put spaghetti in it too.
Oh, no.
Then it becomes spaghetti.
Yeah, then it comes spaghetti.
No. Not that. It's not like a whole bunch of. It's just a little
Yeah.
bit. Just a little bit.
Speaking of
First
noodles,
time I heard that.
I had lunch yesterday at DeCampley's. Massimo's been on the show before. DeCampley. I swear to you, either I was starving or that is the best. And I can't repeat the name. It was in Italian. Siatra da 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 ba bing ba ba ba.
Right. You've been watching the Olympics. You should be very fluent in your Italian.
I know
now.
it. And I watched The Godfather the other day again for the 30th time. I should know all this. But I got to say, DeCampley's best pasta and the sauce. Oh, anyway. All right, National Chili Lovers Day. Maybe enjoy some chili. It's just cool enough to have chili.
Oh, yeah.
Today is National Trading Card Day. I don't think people do that as much. The
Oh, no.
value is not.
No. You're thinking of sports trading cards.
Right.
People don't do that.
What is the difference?
Well, there are lots of cards that you can trade, and right now, it's it's Pokemon,
Oh, yes.
and those are worth my.
There's been a
goodness amount of
string of robberies in California, I think, where they're stealing nothing but Pokemon cards because they're worth so much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why are they worth so much?
I've always wondered that.
Well, because I think it's a supply and a demand, and there's some.
Can't
that
they
are
just
very-
make more?
Well, they
know,
could.
like a baseball card, the guy's dead. He's not going to pose
Ask-
for any new
ask
ones.
the government what it's like to make more money and see how that works for you.
Pokemon. All right, National Trading Card Day. You ought to, while I'm talking, you ought to look up what is the most expensive Pokemon card traded for, the price. So National Trading Card Day. But I was talking about baseball. It seems like, when the economy kind of, after COVID, I would watch Pawn Stars on TV, and they'd say, well, 10 years at auction, you would have got this for them, but today you get this. So, did you find us an answer there?
I did.
Okay.
I'm looking up a follow-up question, but the most expensive Pokemon card is the Pikachu Illustrator.
Okay.
Which sold for, it's already been sold, so they've already sold for $16.5 million.
No.
And that was this month.
Wow.
Yeah.
A Pokemon card.
Pokemon card, 16.5 million.
Real estate we could invest in for 16.5 million.
Yep.
Holy cow.
I asked why Pokemon cards are so expensive.
Yes.
It is primarily due to intense supply and demand imbalances driven by nostalgia and investor speculation and their scarcity.
Man,
That's crazy.
I'm in the wrong business.
No kidding.
All right, I said that this would go with one of our deals, so we talked about chili lovers. Today is National Tortilla Chip Day. Yeah, a lot of people like tortilla chips with their chili.
Right.
And this is another one you can look up while I'm talking,
Okay.
Kevin. Hasn't tortilla chips taken over as the number one chip? It's more sold than potato chips, I think.
Let's see.
The number one selling kind of chip.
The number one selling kind of chip.
I thought it was tortilla chips.
The number one potato chip is Lay's. The number one brand is either Doritos or Lay's. So
But it doesn't really say.
that's not definitive.
I just thought I heard that they had taken over the number one spot. Tortilla chips. We eat a lot of them in Texas.
Yep.
I know that's right.
I have found my favorite, and this is not a commercial for this one. It's a very small company, I believe. It's a restaurant in San Antonio. So you're buying, is it San Antonio or Austin? Now I'm going to go blank. It's called El Patio. And it's a white bag with green writing. It's HEB, but it's a very small section. So they sell out fast.
Okay.
Best tortilla chip I've ever had in my life, and I've eaten a lot of them. I believe it's called El Patio. Would you Google that for me, Kevin? El Patio. Make sure it's out of, is it San Antonio or Austin that they have a restaurant?
El Patio chips. Yep. They're there.
The thing I like about them is they have the perfect blend of salt. They're not too hard or too light. They're kind of a little bit, maybe fluffy.
They're
puffy,
headquartered.
whatever.
They're headquartered in Austin.
Austin, there you go. Woohoo, I was close. All right, so tortilla chips. Today, it's National Pistachio Day. I can't think of, I don't eat a lot of pistachios, and I don't eat pistachio ice cream.
Nope. Nope.
I like them. I like them a lot.
You do?
Yes, sir.
It honors pistachios today. Nutrient-rich nuts enjoyed roasted, salted, or in a sweet, savory dish. My deal is, most of the time you got to get the shell off. They don't.
Right. That's kind of their
thing is you got to get the shell off.
get cracking. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what we celebrate today. We drew out 4 things over 30 minutes. That's pretty good. All right, we're talking with Ty about sand and gravel. If someone needs sand and gravel, will you sell to the public?
Yes,
Or
sir.
is it strictly commercial, what you do?
No, we sell to the public as well. And if you're not needing it spread or anything, I usually turn you on to a guy that just hauls.
I was going to ask that. You probably got connections that will haul it out and then maybe have something that will spread it.
I have all my own equipment, and I'm primarily, my bread and butter is spreading and
Really?
doing the dozer work. Yes, sir. I have a dump truck to haul my equipment, and I haul for my own jobs. But, if you're just needing material, I got people that I'll hook you up with, and that all they do is haul.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And what kind of a turnaround time does somebody need to give you?
I'm usually a week out, but if it's just hauling, typically we can get you the next day. So we're pretty quick about just hauling. But if you're needing equipment run, I'm about a week out.
Right. Do you get into at all bigger rocks?
Oh yeah, I don't haul them in my truck. I don't want to tear
But
my
you
truck
can
up.
hook people
but
up.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah.
Because that's people that have maybe they're trying to take a little creek and make it look beautiful, or landscaping, whatever it might be.
Erosion control, landscaping. Yes, we can get you anywhere from a 1 by 3 inch rock all the way up to a 24 inch by 36 inch rock.
Wow. And
yes,
where do you
sir.
get those?
They crush them. I typically get those out of Laguna Park area. They always have it's actually called riprap. And
Really?
Yes, sir. And they usually have it on hand. So
Yeah. Well, that's great. All right, we're talking sand and gravel and everything in between. Stick around. We're going to do What the Quote coming up in just a minute. But first of all, I want to talk to you about Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat right here in Waco, Highway 6, right off of Highway 84. Stop by, see Ted Teague and the crew. Now, I got to give you an example. I knew I needed to do something this morning.
All right.
I'm going to give you an example of what they have right now on the lot that they want you to come by and look at.
All right.
How about this? First of all, it is Ram Truck Month.
Ram truck.
that's pretty good.
Thank you.
Good, very good. I was waiting for him to say, and the monster trucks will be here. You know what?
Sunday.
Sunday. You know what they always say at my, you'll pay for the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. Okay. Anyway, brand new 25 Ram 2500 crew cab. Go anywhere, do anything now. You know how much they're taking off of this 2025 brand new one?
You're going to tell me, I bet.
$11,200 off sticker.
Wow.
Looking for value? How about a new Ram 1500 Tradesman crew cab? Right now, $39,999.
Wow.
That's the low price right now for that. Stop by and see the fine folks. Come by, let's be friends. Check them out online, Allen Samuels, DCJ.com. Back after this. Elite Steel and Supply. At Elite Steel and Supply, they cut out the middleman to efficiently manufacture and deliver metal buildings and metal roofing. Elite's expert team has helped contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers bring their projects to life with fewer hassles and headaches. Elite's bulletproof processes ensure you get straightforward design plans, premium materials, and faster turnaround times. Call them at 254-435-4801. That's I don't like it. Okay. Talking about chili again. We've been talking a lot about chili.
It's weird because it'll be super warm and then super cold,
Yeah.
and our weather is just all over the map right now. So
So, we had them on, and now we've been talking about for a week. Now, just think, in a week from now, what are we going to talk about? Sand and gravel.
yep, right.
Good.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of chili, the 2026 Tolbert. Now, Tolbert is a sanctioning division of there's two main ones. Tolbert's one of them. It is a Texas men's state chili championship. So if you want to try some great chili, it's going to be March 13th, 14th, put on by the American Legion, Post 273. It's going to be held at the Exchange Event Center in McGregor. In McGregor. Going to be my buddy Ed Leonard's going to be there. The J06 band. I wonder what J06 stands for.
I don't know.
J06 band will be there playing. Ed Leonard's going to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Again, March 13th and 14th in McGregor. Big chili cook-off. I think I might go over there for that. That's
There you go.
not too far from my house.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're talking about sand and gravel, and we're also talking about, you were saying about landscaping and so forth. What else do you do? I have this feeling you do other things.
Yes, sir. We do land clearing and dozer work of all sorts. So ponds, tanks, new roads, patch roads, house pads, We've done RV parks.
Wow.
Did some big parking lots. Helped Toe Kings out when they first moved into their place. So
I
you
think,
name it.
have y'all noticed over the last, I don't know, 10, 15 years, there's more and more RV parks all over Central Texas.
Oh, they're blowing up, and it's something that is not slowing down, and not anytime
Yeah.
soon. I've even got a customer that's built them and just sold them flat out. Kept them and got them rolling.
Yeah, and then
just sells them.
Wow.
You know what? Because nothing says I'm rich like being homeless for a couple days.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, I know people, though, that live out of there. They're older. They travel the United States.
Yeah.
They come down here in this wintertime. You know. Do you have one in Byrom yet? Maybe we should put one in over there.
Not yet, but I'm sure
And
looking
then
for a place.
we do a
Build the
show.
concert around.
Uh-huh.
Now you're talking.
Uh-huh. See, I think we got all the pieces here.
You could clear the land, put the road. Man,
Yep.
Ty, hello.
We got this.
And here we are telling everybody our super secret deal.
But it's recorded, and so this is this is our copyright. You don't have to.
Yeah,
it's ours.
You can't do this. You can't steal our idea.
We
And you know what?
came up with it.
You could probably dig a pond, and we could have the skinny dipping championships of the world. Pool, pond. Pond's good for you. Anyway, so you do that, dig tanks.
Yes, sir. Clean them out, dig them, fix them, dams, spillways, done it all, so.
I saw this thing, and I'm a TikTok crazy guy. I like to watch this stuff. And it came on the other day. I was mesmerized. I mean, I have no need for it, but I just had to watch it. It was this big computerized thing that ate cedar and brush. Not big cedar, but it just went.
Mulching.
That kind of sounds like a nightmare for you, honestly, right?
Oh, my
Because
gosh.
don't you have an allergy?
Oh, yeah. Allergy.
So you wouldn't want to.
It sounds
nice.
like an allergy maker.
Right. It's like how a lot of people like to watch snow from inside. You would watch that from a distance or on a
Speaking of
computer.
that, I saw another TikTok. A well-known, beautiful golf course, high dollar, and it was small, almost maybe a little bigger than a pool cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
And it was going around all the sand bunkers, perfectly raking, getting them exactly smoothed out, and then it would move to the next. It had it all programmed in it.
Wow.
Hello.
That's pretty cool.
Actually, tell you the truth, Ty is not really a human. He's a robot.
All steel.
It's okay, Ty. I've been accused of that too on this show. It's all good.
Ty, how can we get a hold of you? Do you have social media, Facebook, website, anything like that?
I have a personal Facebook. I have a business Facebook, Bankhead Sand and Gravel, and you can reach my personal cell phone at 254-292-3375. I also have an email, bankheadsandandgravel@gmail.com.
That is great. About a week out, because you stay busy.
Yes, sir. We've been blessed, and usually about a week out during the summer, sometimes closer to 2 weeks. But if you're in a hurry, we can usually make something happen.
Sure, for the right dollars.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like somebody was on the show recently, and they said, "Oh yeah," the guy said, since you're, I know what it was. He said, so you're 2 towns over, it's going to cost a little more, you will do it, but it's going to cost a little more.
How green is your money?
That's exactly right. All right, it's time for What the Quote.
All right. Here we go. This person, just as a little hint, has already been mentioned this week on the show.
Oh, really? Okay.
All right. So I'm going to give you a quote, and you have to guess who said this famous thing. I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination.
Christopher Columbus.
This is a great guess.
Not right, though.
is-
It is not correct.
But you had it.
Oh,
Yeah, I
it
thought
does
I was-
sound like something, but no, that is incorrect.
You have any clue? Read that again. Read that once
I
again.
can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination.
Well, you got me stumped on that one. If I had my dozer, I'd push the stump out.
Here we go. See, that's a little tie-in right there. Huh? A little tie-in. You're welcome.
Nice.
Stop it.
So yesterday we talked about Jimmy Dean.
Jimmy Dean?
Jimmy Dean said,
No way.
yeah, he said, I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination. Jimmy
Wow.
Dean.
I thought yesterday what David said about his guitar.
Yeah.
I'd never heard that. I thought that's a great one.
Right, the song is
In
kind
my
of in
guitar.
the guitar.
I buy this guitar because it looked like there's a song already in this
Yeah.
guitar. It's a great quote.
Yeah,
Jimmy Dean.
Jimmy Dean.
Whew.
Texas country
Texas
singer,
boy, West Texas,
sausage
way out
maker,
there.
and philosopher.
Yeah, I would
Movie star, movies, TV, everything. Yeah, we talked about Jimmy Dean yesterday. All right, here's the deal. Right now, we're going to kind of recap. Ty, give us a website, how they can get a hold of you, and what all do you, this is your big commercial right here.
Bankhead Sand and Gravel Facebook page. You can look at my work and you can message us there. Bankhead Sand and Gravel at gmail.com. And my personal cell is 254-292-3375. Give us a
Sand,
call.
gravel, do landscaping, clearing off, building tanks, taking down. Man, I could have used you. Many years ago, I bought a lot out in Hills of Childress Creek and China Spring, and many afternoons I'd go home and cut and drag and burn. You could have come out there and just like that, couldn't you?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Wow.
Done a lot of work out there, too.
Really?
Yes,
It's,
sir.
yeah.
It's beautiful.
Loved
out
it
there.
out there.
Yes, sir.
The wildlife was amazing in Hills of Childress Creek. And that was just our parties.
And we found a tagline for the concert right there.
There it is.
The wildlife is crazy. There we go.
Pretty good one.
It's all,
That's
it's all
the new
coming together.
slogan of Byron, Texas.
We're putting them on the map, baby.
That's it. That's it today. We have officially adopted Byron, Texas. Da, 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 da. Vote for me as the mayor of Byron. Do they have mayors over there?
They do now.
Oh. All right, we're going to take a commercial break, kind of straighten up all this nonsense. We'll come back and we'll talk about what's going on around Waco. And Ty is going to be responsible for telling and cheering you up and making you laugh with the bad joke of the day. We'll come back at the backyard right after.
This is what $500,000 in a duffel bag looks like. Actually not real. That's because it's actually prop money. It looks realistic from a distance, but up close you can see it says for motion picture purposes. Visit propmoney.com today to get your money seen or money shot right with Prop Money Inc.
The one and only world famous Scotty Swingler, who just came off that European tour, has pulled up in the tour bus here at the backyard.
So he was peeing or you were peeing?
We both peed once or twice.
All right, good.
But Scotty's going to come in and he is going to amaze our audience today with the great selection of music that he's going to highlight some of his biggest hits.
Yeah.
You know, he sold more albums in Slovenia than the Beatles.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
great.
It's amazing.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Yeah.
But how,
In
how
fact,
is,
there was one time.
but how is he in Byron, Texas?
He's big over there.
Okay,
In fact,
good.
Ty was telling me Man,
Is he going to be the headliner of the show?
let's
now?
get him for the headliner for the big concert.
There we go. Putting it all together. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, one time at a Scotty Swingler concert, I was there with George Strait, and I said, George, what do you think? And he goes, who? Scotty's a great guy. He's going to play some music. Does a fantastic job. He'll be playing coming up in about 7-8 minutes from right now, live at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. You automatically get a 100. Okay, I don't care if you suck. You get a 100 from Zach and Kevin just for showing up
That's true.
and not dissing us and ghosting us
Yep.
like some have done.
Yeah.
Ty.
A handful. A handful.
Just a handful
Just
of
a
people
handful,
have just flat
but-
not shown.
Yeah. But that handful.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure I was early.
Oh, you were early.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
beat me here. Wow. Okay, let's find out what's going on around Waco and Central Texas. Kevin, what's up?
All right, so we've still got the Alice by Heart reimagining of Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland going on at the Maybe Theater at the Hooper Schaefer Fine Arts Center on Baylor campus. Still going on through Sunday, March 1st. Tonight, there are trivia nights, okay? Trivia nights last night, trivia nights tonight are at the Freight Bar, Southern Roots Brewing, and Dancing Bear Pub. So take your choice of those for some trivia if you want to work your brain and show off your noodle power. And also tonight, it is Tuesday, so it is Beer Garden Yoga at Brotherwell Brewing. $15 includes instructor-led yoga at the beer garden from 6:30 to 7:30. Bring your own mat, but that price also gets you a drink ticket of your drink of choice from the bar. So there you go. That's what's going on today around Waco. What do you got? Anything?
Nice. Yeah, here at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill, this is what's happening this coming weekend. Are you ready?
I'm ready for some
Okay.
foot. No, sorry, my bad. I got excited.
Coming up this Friday, Pat Green, brother Pat Green is going to be back to play on Friday night. Saturday night, the Wilder Blue is what it's called.
Okay.
Wilder Blue will be here on Saturday night. Rolling in, here's some other big names that are going to be coming in March and April. Stoney LaRue will be here March 20th. Colby Cooper, March 21st. Aaron Watson, my buddy from out near Abilene. Super great guy, good old country music singer. I think I'm going to be here to MC that show, by the way,
right.
for Aaron Watson. That'll be on March 27th. And then my friends, the boys that have made it big, they'll be here April the 4th. That's a Saturday night. The Huser Brothers, full band, will be here having a
Boys
good
are
time.
back in town.
The boys are back. The boys are back. So that's what's coming up here at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. All right, Ty Bankhead, it's time for the bad joke of the day. Have you selected one?
I have.
Here we go. Take it away.
What do you call a nervous piece of toast?
That's funny right there. What?
Jittery bread.
Ty Bankhead, sand, gravel, and they do so much more. Call him. Great job, buddy. Thank you so much for being on the show today. All right, stick around. News and weather right now from our friends over at KWTX News Channel 10. And then Scotty Swingler plays music in the 9 o'clock hour here at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill.
Today's news and weather is brought to you by the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. The Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill features a full restaurant and bar, a huge outdoor concert stage, a giant outdoor TV screen, fire pits, a roof deck, washer pits, cornhole pits, inside and outside seating, and much more. Located at 511 8th Street, Waco, Texas, 76706.
Back live at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill, as they call him in East Texas, Scotty Swangster.
Whoa, I don't know about that one.
I'm just a swangin'. You know what? Put that in your repertoire.
You know,
There's a little
I've
girl.
been asked to do that one.
Yep.
And then Kevin might be familiar. Swing Swing by the All American Rejects. I've been asked to do that one.
Swing low.
There's a good one. Yeah, I need to find some of those.
You could do a whole
Did I
set.
tell you, Zach, what my band was called in college?
No.
I was outvoted on this 3-1 in my band in college. Junior and senior year at Baylor.
Yes.
Our band was called Scotty and the Swing Set. It's bad. It's horrid. It made me sick. I didn't like it, but I had to do it. I was outvoted. The other guys thought it was hysterical.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I love it, though. Actually, the more I think about it,
Nah, come on.
it's not bad.
No, you can tell the truth, Zach. We're friends. We're no longer coworkers. You can just spit out the truth here.
Scotty, you'll always be part of the show.
I love that.
Don't set your off. Don't. Did you hear what he said? He just dissed our show. He took himself off of our show.
You have not called. Sorry, folks. We're going to work this out on the air. You've not called me for a sports update since I left Rogue. I've been waiting every morning at 9:45. I'm sitting by the phone.
We have. You just didn't answer the phone.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true at all. Because I'm usually looking.
Maybe we should have called Scotty the whole week that Cam was out for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Cam was out at the Super Bowl.
Oh, I feel so bad for him.
Well, he wouldn't take our calls the whole week. I'm sure he's so busy. Anyway. All right, Scotty Swingler is here. Good to have you back. Your third visit?
A third and a half. You made me climb up here around Christmas time when I wasn't prepared and play a couple songs.
I forgot about
but third officially booked visit. Yes, sir.
What have you been doing?
Looking for a full-time job. Is anybody out there hiring a product marketer? I would love to come work for you.
Baylor grad?
Yeah, 2 degrees actually. 2 degrees from Baylor.
What are your degrees?
I got a bachelor's in communications. And I got a Master's of Divinity at Truett Seminary.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
That one was tough. I know multiple people who've done, and I'm not patting myself on the back. I know multiple people who've done law school and seminary, and they're like, seminary's harder. It's more reading. It's more deep thinking. It's exhausting.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, but good experience for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
And most lawyers get the bad rap of being crooks. I don't think they'll ever call you that.
I hope not.
But I do know some TV evangelists that fit into that. But anyway, that's a whole different story. All right, Scotty, let's kick it off with some music.
$1,000. You could not be. Yeah. All right.
So that's how he's going to make money now. He's going to start. Send it in, and I'll send you the prayer cloth.
That's great. Zach, this song came out, I think, in 2013, and I have not played it in about a decade.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Here it goes. I've never seen a diamond in the flesh. I cut my teeth on wedding rings in the movies, and I'm not proud of my address. In a torn up town, no postcode envy, but every song's like gold teeth, gray goose dripping in the bathroom, bloodstains, ball gowns, trash in the hotel room, and we don't care. We're driving Cadillacs in our dreams, but everybody's like crystal, Maybach, diamonds on your timepiece, jet planes, islands, tigers on a gold leash, and we don't care. We aren't caught up in your love affair, 'cause we'll never be royal. It ain't in my blood. That kind of luck's just ain't for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me King B, and baby I'll rule. Let me live that fantasy. My friends and I, we cracked the code. Count our dollars on the train to the party. And everyone who knows us knows, yeah, that we're fine with this. We didn't come for money. Everybody's like gold teeth, gray goose dripping in the bathroom, bloodstains, ball gowns, trash in the hotel room. We don't care. We're driving Cadillacs in our dreams, but everybody's like crystal, Maybach, diamonds on your timepiece, jet planes, islands, tigers on a gold leash. We don't care. We aren't caught up in your love affair, 'cause we'll never be royal. It ain't in my blood. That kind of luck's just ain't for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me King B, and baby, I'll rule. Let me live that fantasy. Oh, oh, oh. We're bigger than we ever dreamed, and I'm in love with being king. Yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. 'Cause we'll never be royal. It ain't in my blood. That kind of luck's just ain't for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me King B, and baby, I'll rule. Yeah. Let me live that fantasy.
Woo! Yeah. Woo! Great job.
Yes, sir.
What a way for show number 296.
Let's go.
That's your lucky number today, 296.
296, I'm into it.
Pick three. Isn't the pick three? Do 296.
Yeah. I love it.
But you got to share it with me and Kevin if you win.
Sure. Yeah. Can I take your card and go buy about 100 of those?
Sure.
Great.
Why not? I found it on the parking lot out here.
That's right. Perfect.
Well, what else you been doing? I know. And we serious. Let's get serious. You really are looking for a job.
Yep.
What do you want to do? What would be the perfect Scotty Swingler job?
I have kind of an eclectic skill set. That's why I ended up working at Rogue Media, right? I think it's perfect. I'm really looking corporate, sales, marketing, kind of those two worlds. I feel very confident in my ability to relate with people, to build relationships, and also to make a compelling case for something, right? I think when you spend 7 years being a preacher and a year and a half doing YouTube content, you kind of pick that up, right? So,
right.
Kind of the line I've been using as I interview is I'm a storyteller, and I like to take complex ideas and tell compelling stories that move people towards action. So, I've had some good interviews. I think I'm hoping there's some doors that are opening up here soon, but I really am. I'm looking for what's next for me. So, yeah.
We're going to get Scotty a good job.
Let's go.
That's our goal.
Let's go, Zach. Sounds great. But life's good, man. My little girl's great.
Yeah, I was
We're having
going
a
to
good
ask how she
time.
doing. Good.
She's great. I am taking my first real trip in about 2 years. Tomorrow I leave and I'm gonna go spend a few days snowboarding in Colorado.
No.
Yeah, a buddy's got a condo up there, so it's free lodging.
Where's it at?
Copper Mountain.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm very excited. So need that really bad.
I was just glad he didn't say Puerto Vallarta. I'm leaving for Puerto Vallarta tomorrow.
You think they got ski resorts up there?
Snowboarding on cocaine. Whew. Normally, we're talking about that. Normally, and I know from experience of talking to locals and going out to Puerto Vallarta and Cabo, normally they don't bother the tourist area.
Right.
They know in Cabo, stay out of that area because they run everything. So when I say stay out of it, they pretty keep it straight. So it kind of really surprises me, but I guess it's just craziness happening right now over there. I see people say, I'll never go to Mexico again, or I quit going to Mexico. I don't think we should go that far. I think, I don't know. I enjoy Mexico. I enjoy going to Cancun and so forth. So, just my opinion.
Well, and it's like anywhere.
Stuff happens anywhere.
There's evil people and there's good people. And, I'm rooting for the good people. So.
And I thought about posting this, but I'm going to say it right now. If Americans would quit buying illegal drugs, that crap wouldn't happen. They live off you, the Americans. and Canadians, but mostly Americans. Americans consume more drugs. Stop it.
Right.
You want to stop it? You want to stop having to hire and hire more law enforcement and the border thing and riots and police getting killed. So stop it. Stop using.
Right. Only buy legal drugs. Yeah.
It would shut it down immediately. All right. I don't know why I jumped on the soapbox there, but
There
I
you
did.
go.
He heard me say preacher, and he started preaching over
Yep.
there.
Go for it.
Absolutely.
Scotty and Zach are taking it on the road.
Let's go.
Kevin's going to be there with us.
We could go be traveling evangelists, you and me.
Hey, it worked well for Jimmy Swaggart.
Billy
and
Graham.
Billy Graham.
go.
And what's the old boy that went to prison? Tammy Faye. Jim Baker. Jim Baker had a gold-plated doghouse.
Right.
They have so much money, anyway, let's not get into that.
Well,
Let's
like we said, there are evil people and good people, and
You're right.
so we want to be one of the good ones.
All right, let's do another song, Scotty.
Great. A couple things. One, this is the song where we had Ty Bankhead talking about gravel earlier. There's a little gravel in the back of my throat. I got some mucus allergy things going on. I saw Holly Tucker post about this yesterday. Did you see that? She literally had like a albuterol mask on, talking about how she can't sing. I was like, okay, if Holly Tucker can't sing right now, it's okay for me to have a little gravel
Well,
going
you
on.
sound like Chris Stapleton.
Hey,
you know.
whoa, that is too much. But two, this is a song about a legal drug called alcohol. And Kevin, get on your mic real quick. How did we get to the point where I'm playing this on the show again?
I don't know. You mentioned it. You said next time I'm on the show, I'm going to play this song.
I don't think I came up with this on my own. I think you had something to do with it.
So it's
I have
Kevin?
never performed this song before, despite having grown up with it, played it. It's the first song I learned how to play on Rock Band, the video game. Okay.
Okay.
My recollection is he volunteered, and then I kept him honest to it.
Okay. All right.
So.
All right, let's do it.
All right, here we go. This song's called My Own Worst Enemy by Lit. Can we forget about the things I said when I was drunk? I didn't mean to call you that. I don't remember what was said or what you threw at me. Please tell me why. My car is in the front yard and I'm sleeping with my clothes on. Came in through the window last night and it's no surprise to me, I am my own worst enemy. 'Cause every now and then I kick the living shit out of me. Smoke alarm is going off and there's a cigarette still burning. Please tell me why. My car is in the front yard and I'm sleeping with my clothes on. Yeah, came in through the window last night and you're gone. Please tell me why. My car is in the front yard and I'm sleeping with my clothes on. Came in through the window last night. It's no surprise to me, I am my own worst enemy. 'Cause every now and then I kick the living shit out of me. Can we forget about the things I said when I was drunk? I didn't mean to call you that.
Good job.
You know.
Way to go.
You practice something on guitar so much, and then you start singing, and you realize you can't play it at the same time as you're singing. That ever happened to you, Kevin?
Hey, thank God he wasn't chewing gum at the same time.
When I was practicing that at home, I was doing stuff like, in the middle of the, and then I start singing. I'm like, I just got to get through this song.
Well, you did a great job. I'm just saying. All right, here's what we do. Here's what we talk about what happened on this date in country music news. And there's quite a few. I'm going to throw the old glasses on so I make sure I get it right here. 1969, Johnny Cash recorded his second live album, Behind Prison Walls, at San Quentin. That was his second one, 1969. Also in 1969, one of my favorite songs, Glenn Campbell's Galveston, was released. Galveston, I love, God, it's a beautiful song. 1969. 1982, country music winners at the Grammy. This was in 82. Dolly Parton, Ronnie Millsap, Oak Ridge Boys. 1987, Reba McEntire won Best Female Country Vocal Performance for Whoever's in New England. Linda Davis was the co-singer on that one. That's why it became a vocal. Linda is from out in East Texas, originally out there. Beautiful voice, too. Love Linda Davis. 1992, Brooks and Dunn released their third single. Guess what it was? Neon Moon, one of the best songs to country dance to in the world.
Right, and that's come back around thanks to some TikToks and things.
1993, Mary Chapin Carpenter won Best Female Country Vocal for I Feel Lucky at the Grammy Awards. Vince Gill, also a big winner. 1999, country music winners at the Grammy Awards that year out in L.A., Shania Twain. Woo. Vince Gill. Woo. Dixie Chicks.
Nah, we can cheer for Dixie Chicks.
Well,
Iconic.
I got turned off by the Chicks. I loved the Dixie Chick music, but it turned me off when the President of the United States is right here in Crawford, and we have Fort Hood right here, and they go at a concert and badmouth the president, badmouth our military. Of course, it pretty much ended their career.
It did, yeah.
And finally, let's go to 2024. One of the greatest country music singers of all time, Beyonce. Why does he do this to me? Beyonce became the first black woman to top the country music charts with her album, Texas Hold'em. It went to #1. Folks, no.
You're saying no to a black woman?
No, no to being a country music star.
Okay, all right.
You know what I think about that? You know what I think about that, Scott?
Ready?
You got him, Kevin.
Yep. Oh, just missed it.
Okay.
Just a bit outside.
Yeah, so I think that was inside. He was a lefty. Scotty Swingler is our guest today with music. Let's do another song before we take a break here, Scotty.
Cool. All right. I'm going to ask your audience for help on this one.
Oh, okay.
If you're watching this is a song I wrote when I was 20 years old. I have not performed it. This is another one. I have not performed in about a decade, but I told you I'd bring you something new that I haven't played before
Nice.
today. So I wrote this when I was about 20. I was heartbroken. It's a true story of something that really happened to me about 4 months after the worst breakup I'd ever been through, okay? So you all can relate. The lyrics are awful. I'm just gonna look at this camera. I'm a much better lyric writer today than these.
Okay.
So here's what I want to do.
Okay.
If you listen to this and you want to submit lyrics, I will record and publish this song. I just won't do it with the current lyrics.
So change them or add to them or fix it.
Right. So, I mean, you'll hear some lyrics in here that are okay.
Okay,
but
Kevin and I are going to listen closely
You're
and
also
we'll
going to
make
hear
our
some
comments.
lyrics that are going to make you go, ooh, you were 20 and being sappy. So, yeah.
What is there an official name?
This song is called The Stoplight.
Okay, here we go.
You ready for this? Here we go. Don't roll down your window. Don't act like you're fine. We both know the problem is you won't be mine. Don't put on that smile. Don't put on that face. We both know the truth is we're both out of place. 'Cause we belong together. And I know in my heart of hearts it's true. I came to a red light in the car next to me. I saw the angel, hey, who set my heart free. Honey, you look good in your shades in the sun. My heart won't stop throbbing. I know you're the one. 'Cause we belong together. And I know in my heart of hearts it's true. But you rolled down the window. You gave me that smile. You're too good looking. You're too darn beautiful. This space down between us, this wall you put up, I can't grasp the feeling we're no longer in love. And the fact is, I know that I deserve it. And the issue at hand is not my broken heart. 'Cause I can deal with the pain, I can move on day by day. But that moment at the stoplight hurts like hell. I know that I deserve it. And the issue at hand is not my broken heart. No, I can deal with the pain. I can move on day by day. But that moment at the stoplight hurts like hell. Together, and I know in my heart of hearts it's true.
You know, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it's good. The first thing that came to mind when he said about stop, I think of the Seinfeld episode where Jerry is in the back seat of a taxi and he's scratching his nose and the girl that he likes pulls up next to him and it looks like he's digging up in his nose. Remember that episode?
Yeah.
So I think something about picking your nose would be a good line in it.
I love it.
Or maybe
great.
add, I got a new dash cam, so when you backed into me for insurance money, I was covered.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm going to come get you back. Yeah. That's good.
No, good job.
Thank you,
Good
sir.
job.
Thank you, sir.
So you were 20 when you did that?
Yes, sir.
Wrote that song. And did you write that immediately
I did.
when the breakup took?
No. So multiple of my songs are like this, by the way. If you're like, is that a metaphor? I'm like, no, this is exactly what happened. So literally, I college girlfriend, really liked her. We broke up. We did the whole, like, there was a couple months there, it was like, did we get back together? Do we, and it was awkward.
Right.
And then she had kind of like given me the, I'm cutting you off. Like, no more talking about it. Let's move on. And we had not talked in another month or two. We had not talked. I left her alone.
Yeah.
And I pull up next to her at a red light right there on University Parks, right next to Baylor. And I see her, and I'm like, I'm not going to look at her because she's asked for this space, and I'm still heartbroken. And she rolls down her window and gives me one of these. And like, how do I say this kindly? She was kind of a blonde, so like, she probably thought that was totally fine, and she was being sweet. Yeah. For me, it was just like a knife. And so I literally, Zach, I detoured, drove straight home, sat in the apartment, and wrote that song.
Play just a little bit, just the music. Play a chord to that song. I have some words that you can put in this.
All right. Here we go. Free flow.
Pulled up to you on University. You showed me the restraining order you got on me. Leave me alone. There you go.
There we go. That was a first on the Zack Owen show.
Improvisational Zack Owen songwriting class. I love this.
Zach freestyling over there.
Woo! Freestyling. I like that. All right, Scotty Swingler's here playing music. We'll get back to some more music. We got sports coming up. Maybe Scotty can throw his 2 cents worth in on what's going on in the world of sports. What's going to happen with Max Crosby from the Raiders? That's a big one. Of course, still talking about the U.S. women and men hockey and what happened at the Olympics. That's big. And, of course, every day we wonder, don't we, what the hell's going on with the Dallas Cowboys? Every day. Right now, I'm going to talk to you about transforming your home with premium windows, doors, and siding. Universal. I love it when I talk about the Cowboys. Universal Windows Direct. That's what it is. That's what you need. Beautiful, seamless installation. And you heard Scott Bland from Jim Bland Construction, builds new homes, custom homes. Windows, when you're buying an old home, and I've said this before, being a real estate agent, that's so important. So if you live in an older home, update your windows. Call my friends at Universal Windows Direct. Check them out online, universalwindowscentraltexas.com. They have an office right here in the Woodway area. Check them out. Tell them you heard about it on the Zack Owen Show. Commercial break time. We'll come back live at the backyard right after this.
Ready for a better kind of primary care?
At Patient First Direct Primary Care, you get unlimited office visits with same-day or next-day availability.
And instead of rushed appointments, we take the time to actually listen.
There are no insurance hassles, just clear, simple care.
You can reach us by phone or text because access shouldn't be complicated. Our practice has expanded to include Medicare-age patients as part of our direct primary care model.
It's a fresh alternative to the traditional insurance or government-driven systems, care that finally puts you first.
For more information, go to patientfirstdirect.com.
And the next day, you could get baptized in that same trough when the church took over. We were talking about back in the old days when Jim and I were part of the Hog Creek Ice House. And, one night it was a bar going, and they had the big troughs with beer. And then Wayne and Fred sold it. And Larry bought it, turned it into a church. So the joke was Saturday night, you could get a beer out of the trough. Sunday morning, you could get baptized in the same one, but not the same water. I don't know. Hey, let's do some birthdays.
All right.
Let's start with celebrity birthdays today, all the way back to 1942. Jenny O'Hara, actress. Yeah, I just don't remember Jenny O'Hara.
Yeah, I don't know.
Was in My Sister Sam, King of Queens, Big Love. See, I just don't recognize. I'm sorry, Jenny. 1942. 1945, Barry Bostwick. He was in Rocky Horror Picture. Oh, he was kind of the big guy? Yeah. Yeah. I remember him. Yeah, Barry Bostwick. 1955, Steve Jobs. I think he's kind of a wealthy guy, entrepreneur.
He's a dead guy right now, but
yeah, that's true. He passed away.
Yeah,
but he was a very wealthy man.
Yep,
entrepreneur. Steve Jobs. Cancer, was it not cancer?
Pancreatic cancer.
Yeah,
it was.
Yep. Terrible. Had a unbelievable life ahead of him, and passed away. Billy Zane. Dead Calm, Titanic, Tombstone was born in 1966. Do we have a picture of Billy that's coming up there?
Yep.
Yes. 1977, Floyd Mayweather, one of the greatest boxers ever. And I will say this because I just recently saw a list. He is one of the highest paid in history, money-wise.
Did you see his announcement this week?
Oh, where he's fighting
Pacquiao.
Pacquiao, yes.
Dude, I don't know. I am not a fan of this. Sorry to interrupt your birthday
No, that's
segment.
fine.
This is my sports take for the day.
So wait a minute.
First of all, he's supposed to fight Mike Tyson soon, which Mike Tyson couldn't even stay in the ring for 2 rounds against Jake Paul. Like, what do we think is going to happen when he gets in there with Money Mayweather? And then, like, I'm one of those guys that paid with a group of people for Mayweather Pacquiao 1 like a decade ago.
Yeah.
Those two guys, I'm tired of this trend of we're going to watch the old dudes come back and do it. Where are the young stars of boxing?
So Floyd is almost 50. Pacquiao's got to be late 50s, 60s.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's funny you bring. I just saw that yesterday. I'm going, what? And they're going to show it, or it's
on Netflix.
Yeah, on
it's
Netflix.
A Netflix live event.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Is it happening at the Sphere?
Yes, that's correct.
In Vegas.
That's correct.
You know where the young people are? Smart and not trying to get themselves into the boxing ring.
1986, Tyler Rich, country singer. 1989, Daniel.
You got this.
Kaluuya. Daniel Kaluuya. He's a British actor.
He's
was
tremendous.
in. I don't remember these.
He's the star in Get Out.
Get Out is like the big one.
Okay.
And he was in Black Panther too.
Black Panther. That's where I know us. Yep. 1991, O'Shea Jackson Jr. He straight out of Compton.
Ice Cube's son.
Actually had never seen that movie. Straight out of Compton.
It's awesome.
I started watching it the other day, and I'm going, what the hell?
Yeah.
I only watched half. I had to stop watching it. I'm going to go back and watch the rest of it. But that's been out for a long time. I don't know why.
That came out 2015. That came out.
Yeah.
But he was also in Den of Thieves, which is a good movie, too. So happy birthday. All right, let's go with local birthdays today. I got a couple of special birthdays I want to send a shout out. My friend Kevin Eskew, married to Bambi from Alan Samuel's House of Travel. Kevin, happy birthday, buddy. My other friend Sam Castillo, owner of La Fiesta Mexican restaurant and Sam's Bar and all that other kind of stuff. Sam Castillo, happy birthday, friend. Jordan Bullard, happy birthday. Angelica Payne, Hope Clark, Spencer Wintermark, Randy Lane, Randy Landrum, Jeff Moore, happy birthday. Jessica Sutherland, Zach Gaunt, Randy Brown. I'm pretty sure this is the same musician, Randy Brown. He's a great country singer up in the Fort Worth area. Randy Brown, happy birthday. Jessica Cole having a birthday. Shane Turner. Hey, Shane, happy birthday. Shelly Smith having a birthday. There you go. Have a great day. Happy birthday and many, many more. I got Scotty Swingler here. Scotty, let's do another song before we roll into sports.
Love that. This is my favorite song that was published in 2025. It's by Yellow Card. This is one that if your country music listener fans want to get into a little pop punk, this is one you could do, I think. It's called Big Blue Eyes. I've shown this to my daughter enough times. She's 20 months old that now every time she gets in the car, she says, Blue Eyes, and she wants to hear this song. It is the closest I've ever heard another artist write a song that's my heart for my daughter. So this is called Big Blue Eyes. The days feel slower, but the weeks fly by. You make me wish that I could just stop time. I'm letting go of everything I knew. Now nothing else matters, it's all for you. For you. If I could put these times inside a jar, inside my heart, smiling. Your big blue eyes align the stars inside my heart. I see my whole life in your big blue eyes. There's life before you and there's life after. I heard the melody in your laughter. I finally know just what my mother meant when she told me there's no love like this, love like this. If I could put these times inside a jar, inside my heart, you'd be there just smiling. Your big blue eyes align the stars inside my heart. I see my whole life in your big blue eyes. Your big blue eyes. If I could put these times inside a jar, inside my heart, you'd be there just smiling. Your big blue eyes align the stars inside my heart. I see my whole life in your big blue eyes. Your big blue eyes. Your big blue eyes.
Not to be confused with what's happened to me a few times showing up to work in the morning with my big red eyes.
Oh. Whoops.
Good song, Scotty. Scotty Swingler's here with us. And I got Cam Stewart on the horn from the Pete Sousa Show talking about sports. I got to ask you this, Cam, because Scotty, multi-talented. Scotty did part of the show and did sports so long and is a singer. Cam, are you a singer?
No, man. I am no Scotty Swingler in that department. That is for sure. This is a tough act to follow.
It is. He's doing a great job. I'm thinking, though, we've got to come up with a sports song. In other words, throw in sports, different things, and whatever, Scotty.
I think Sports Center already did that. It goes
I did see a great, I think it was a Michigan-based sports talk radio show. They did Whoa Canada and just replaced the words to Oh Canada about the U.S. win on Sunday.
Oh, that's great.
There's sports
good. I like that. Speaking of sports, what's going on?
So we have got, we're all college basketball now. Pete gave me my moment yesterday to talk about some of that hockey game. Now we're back into college basketball. We had a big game in the Big 12 last night, and we have got a huge guest on the show today. Hall of Fame coach Jay Wright of Villanova fame, Pete's favorite school, will be joining the show today, talk a little bit about his career, changing college basketball landscape, and all that goes with that.
We were just talking about, and we were shaking our heads, the announcement of Pacquiao going to be fighting Mayweather. Isn't that crazy?
Again, what was that, 10, 12 years ago now? I mean, I think I was in high school when they fought. So this is a long time for those guys. And by the way, Zach, I totally forgot yesterday. But Sunday night, before we got buried with 2 feet of snow, I did go out to see In the Heat of the Night on 35 millimeter and the theater.
How was it? What'd you think?
Just fantastic. Just awesome.
It's an amazing movie, and I haven't seen it in a long time. Was it in black and white?
No, so it was in color, but it was on that 35 millimeter, so it was like kind of choppy. You know what I mean? It was on film, so it was kind of choppy in some ways, and I just love that. I think that's great. But oh man, it was so good. I hadn't seen it in like 15 years. So I honestly, it was one of those where I was like, this is basically me seeing it for the first time, and my fiance was seeing it for the first time.
It's a great movie.
It was great.
All right, here's the deal right here. Normally we don't do any trivia during, well, maybe sometimes we'll do a Throwback Thursday sports trivia, but today I have got a country music question for the three of you sports kind of guys. Kind of hopefully will throw you off just a bit. Scotty and Cam and Kevin, here's your question. The top 5 country music singers with the most #1 charted singles on the country charts.
Ooh.
Everybody knows #1 is George Strait.
Right, yeah.
And
There goes my
I've said
guess.
this 100 times. #2 is Conway Twitty.
Wow.
#4 is Alabama. #5 is Ronnie Millsap. In the #3 position, the only one that actually still has a thriving career on the charts right now, who is #3?
Tim McGraw.
Garth Brooks.
Cam?
Oh, jeez.
I love that when you start out with OG.
OGs is not right. That's not right.
He is an OG, but
Yeah, his career's long over. OGs, he's not on the charts anymore. I'm gonna go just against the grain here. I'm gonna throw out some bro country. I'll say Luke Bryan just to hope to get something against the grain.
Tim McGraw.
Well done, Scotty.
Where's my prize, baby?
He holds the #3 position in most singles, and he's really a good actor as well. He's been in a lot of movies. Now, here's part 2 of this question. Who's the one female that's up in the top 10 with all the boys? The only female in the top with the boys.
How are we defining country music? Because Taylor Swift.
No, it's not Taylor Swift. She only had a couple of releases. Okay. What country music superstar holds the position of the most #1s?
I'm gonna say Shania.
Cam?
I got to throw out Dolly. Why not?
I'm gonna say Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton.
Well
Bam!
done.
Bam!
Give me my prize, Zack Owen.
That's the USA Hockey Special for Scotty. That's double gold right there. Men's and the women's.
Yeah. Come on, guys.
I like that commercial where I can't think of her name, the winner, and it's the chocolate, and she breaks open the metal, and it's got the chocolate in the middle. She eats it. All right, thanks a lot, Cam. We'll talk to you tomorrow, buddy. Have a great day.
Thanks, guys. Looking forward to it.
Bye-bye. All right, Scotty, let's jump into another song here. Because we're running out. The Mickey Mouse's hand on the wall says we're running out of time.
Hey, this is great.
Do you have a short song? That way we can squeeze in 2.
I love that. Here, I'll play you a really short one. We're going to do another Zack Owen first. You want to hear a song that's like half written?
Sure, let's go.
Kevin?
Yep.
I did inform you of this before we started.
Yep.
You're going to come be my music stand, okay?
Okay.
Because I do not have these lyrics memorized.
Okay.
And same offer to your audience. If anybody wants to help me write music for this song, I'm envisioning a ukulele.
Ooh.
Which I do not play.
Okay.
Kevin, if you'll just right about there.
So we can see your butt on the.
That is so cute. This is the best. Tilt it up for me a little bit. Okay. That's beautiful. All right.
All right, here we go.
This is a real song. Again, I wrote in a real situation, and about 2 years ago. And one day I'll finish it, and it'll get published. It goes like this. I drove all the way to the ocean just to park my car on the beach. You know that this trip was spontaneous, 'cause I look like a fool in my chucks and my blue jeans. I stared out at the waves through a windshield, watched the birds dive into the surf, and for a second I wished I was a seashell. Maybe then I'd avoid all this hurt. I could settle in the sand, in the dirt. I said a prayer for God to save me, like I do almost every other day. And I breathed a sigh of resignation and continued on down the Blue Water Highway. And just to think that last week a hurricane blew right through these sandy shores, and here today the sun is still shining, and this beach still as pretty as before. Maybe it's true we can ride out the storm. Maybe my life still has meaning in store. Could I maybe be happy once more? 'Cause I drove all the way to the ocean just to sit in my car on the sand. This quick detour was impromptu, but this journey goes on without end.
Boom!
I've never played that before. I've never played that before.
I love it.
Boom.
You have your own professional music stand.
Thank you,
over
Kevin.
there. Hey, before we close it out, I want to talk about my friends over at Patient First Direct Primary Care. You've got any sickness, you want to get in to see the doctor quickly. They're out off of Highway 84 in the Badger Ranch area. Dr. Allison, the PA is Mark Roberts. Call this number, set an appointment, 863-8741. 863-8741. Online at, let me put this right, patientfirstdirect.com. I want to make sure I get that right. Patientfirstdirect.com. And there you go. Big thanks to my guest this morning, Ty Bankhead Sand and Gravel, for coming by. Scotty, thank you so much, buddy, for coming by. Great job. Tomorrow on the show, on a Wednesday Hump Day show, Ken Castello, owner of Painting with a Twist, and also my boss over at Waco Realtors, will be here. And Davin Carboni will be our musician on a Wednesday show. Miss you, Jim. Scotty, take us out with the last song.
In honor of getting the trivia right today, I wasn't planning on playing this, but here's some Tim McGraw for you.
Woo!
It was Labor Day weekend, I was 17. I bought a Coke and some gasoline, and I drove out to the county fair. When I saw her for the first time, she was standing there in the ticket line, and it all started right then and there. Oh, the sailor sky made a perfect sunset. That's the day I'll never forget. I had a barbecue stain on my white t-shirt. You were killing me in that mini skirt, skipping rocks on the river by the railroad tracks. You had suntan lines and red lipstick. I worked so hard for that first kiss, and a heart don't forget, something like that. It was 5 years later on a southbound plane. I was headed down to New Orleans to meet some friends of mine for the Mardi Gras, when I heard a voice from the past coming from a few rows back. And when I looked, I couldn't believe just what I saw. She said, "I bet you don't remember me." And I said, "Only every other memory." I had a barbecue stain on my white t-shirt. You were killing me in that mini skirt, skipping rocks on the river by the railroad tracks. You had suntan lines and red lipstick, and Like an old photograph, time can make memories fade, but the memory of your first love never fades away. I had a barbecue stain on my white t-shirt. You were killing me in that mini skirt, skipping rocks on the river by the railroad tracks. You had suntan line and red lipstick. I worked so hard for that first kiss, and a heart don't forget. No, a heart don't forget. I said a heart don't forget, something like that.